Check one. Check one.
Check, check. Welcome to Summertown for tonight's middle school game against Summertown and Marshall County. I'll go through the Summertown lineup. Aidan Perez will be leading things off tonight for Summertown. He'll be starting at shortstop. Ryder Blackwood will be batting in the 2-hole. He will be starting pitcher for Summertown tonight. Graham Howell will be behind the plate. Cecil Williams will be batting fourth. He is playing second base. John Colby Stanley will be following Cecil. He'll be in the left field. Braden Keaton playing first. Jake Pettis in center field. Elijah Huckabee at third base. And Max Dillard in right field. So that'll be your Summertown lineup. We do not have the Marshall County lineup, so we apologize for that. If Summertown wins this game here against Marshall County, they'll play the 8 o'clock game tonight versus Spring Hill. And then if they win that game, they'll play tomorrow against the winner of the other divisions, which are playing at another field tonight, another complex. And then another tournament will begin on Friday here at Summertown also. Well, Joe, we got a little better weather tonight than we had the last time we met up with some of these teams.
Yes, we most certainly do.
About to get things started here.
Field looks good today. Sun shining for now.
We've only got one umpire tonight, and he'll be behind the pitcher.
That's always makes it rough on everybody. Both teams and the umpire himself.
Here we go. Ryder Blackwood will be on the mound with the first batter with Marshall County stepping to the plate. First pitch will be swung on. Be a fair ball past the third base. He will end up with a double off of that. Looked like it went between Elijah and the third base.
Yeah, I couldn't tell what happened on that one, Nathan. Marshall County does have a runner on second now.
The first pitch to the second batter will be a ball high. Pitch number 2 is in there for a strike. He'll even the count up at 1-1. Be a ball outside. So the count now, 3 balls, 1 strike. There's a swing and a high fly ball into left field. John Colby going back. It will be a fair ball over his head. Be a double for that batter, and the runner did advance to third base. So they'll have runners on third and second with no outs.
He hit that ball way up there in the air.
Yes, sir, it was high for sure. It was way above the lights. That was ball 1. Count now evened up 1-1. There's another fly ball hit toward left field. It is caught by the left fielder, John Colby Stanley, for the first out of the game. Aidan Perez was right there with him, Joe.
He was. I almost thought they was fixing to run into each other, Nathan. I don't know if anybody was talking there or not. I couldn't hear them if they were.
There's a swing, a ball straight up the middle, and that's going to score 2. That'll be a double for the batter. Ryder's going to have to work that ball down lower in the zone, put something on the ground.
He is.
All those pitches have been about waist high, and they've been some deep flies.
Yeah, they've been zoned in on that. They really like that pitch up in the zone.
There's a called strike 1. There's a throw down to third. The runner will be safe. Count now 1-1. There's a swing, a ground ball to the shortstop. Makes the throw to first for an out. They did score
out number 2.
They did score a run on that play.
That gives Marshall County 3.
There's a called strike.
Not the start you'd hope for here, Nathan. Maybe we can get this out and come out in the bottom half of this first inning and put up some runs ourselves.
Yeah, I hope our bats get warmed up pretty quick here tonight and get those runs back. So the count now, 2 balls, 1 strike with 2 outs. There's a swing and a fly ball to the pitcher for the 3rd out of the inning. So after the first half of the top of the first, Marshall County leads 3-0. We'll be back shortly.
Welcome back. Leading things off for Summertown will be number 5, Aidan Perez. First pitch to him will be a ball. It did. He needs to get that bat out of the way. Second pitch is outside for a ball.
Joe, we got
2-0.
We got to find some way to get on the board here, Joe, in the first inning.
Yes, we do. Got to get on base. Ball's pulled foul down the third base line. Brings your count 2-1. We need a bunch of traffic on the bases here, Nathan. The 2-1 pitch is lifted into center field. Shortstop comes over and makes the play on that for out number 1.
I thought we was going to have a collision there, too, because I didn't hear anybody calling it.
I didn't either. Next up, number 17, Ryder Blackwood. Squared the bunt and missed it for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch, bunted foul for strike 2. That ball is ankle high, Nathan. He should have let that thing go.
Yeah, that was ball 1 there.
The 0-2 pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. The 1-2 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. That'll be the second out of the inning. Next up for Summertown will be number 3, Graham Howe. Takes first pitch inside for ball 1. One 0 pitch is lifted to right. It is caught by the right fielder for out number 3. That's how your first inning will end. Marshall County 3, Summertown 0. We'll be back in the top of the second.
Welcome back as we start the top part of the second inning. Marshall County will be coming up to the plate, leading Summertown 3-0. There's a swing and miss for strike number 1. swing and a fly ball. Be caught by Perez, shortstop in the edge of the grass for out number 1.
I've noticed, Nathan, if the ball gets up, it seems like the wind's kind of floating it up there a little bit.
And pushing it back toward home plate zone. First pitch from Ryder will be a ball outside. Pitch number 2 is swung on and missed. Even the count up at 1-1. There's a fly ball back behind home plate, foul for strike number 2. Joe, I wonder how many fly balls or foul balls have been in that pine tree over the years.
Oh, there's probably several dozen, I'm sure.
There's a swing, a deep fly ball to left field. It's going to be caught by John Colby. For the second out of the inning.
That was a well-hit ball there, Nathan.
Yeah, they've had 2 deep balls to left field so far. There's a swing and miss. Strike number 1. Marshall County's putting a bat on the ball for sure. There's strike number 2. Ryder's still leaving that ball up pretty high.
Yeah, he needs to try to work it down a little bit.
Ball outside.
I'd like to see him get it down to around their waist instead of their shoulders there, because they're turning on them and putting some good licks on them up there.
There's a swing and miss for strike number 3. So we get out of this part of the second inning here with no runs. So Marshall County still leads 3-0. We'll be back shortly. Do they play here too?
Welcome back in the bottom of the second inning. Leading things off for Summertown will be number 10, Cecil Williams. First pitch to Williams is high for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch inside for strike 1. 1-1 pitch is inside for a ball. Brings your count 2 balls, 1 strike. Pitch is fouled back. Even your count 2-2. The 2-2 pitch turned on down the left field line for a base hit.
That was a good hit there by Cecil.
That was a good hit. Big hit.
Now we need to move him on around.
Next batter's number 14, John Colby Stanley. Pick off at first base, and Williams is back safely. That pitch was outside for a ball. That pitch is hit back up the middle to the pitcher that bobbled it and gets the out at first base. It does advance Williams to second. Next up for Summertown is number 11, Braden Keaton. First pitch to Keaton is a strike on the outside corner for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2. The 0-2 pitch is outside for ball 1.
Cecil's going to have to get him a good secondary here. He's already back to the base for the catcher threw it back.
Yeah, he's going to have to be a little more aggressive. The 1-2 pitch is outside for ball 2. Even things up, 2-2 here. The 2-2 pitch is high for ball 3. The catcher loses it, and Williams will advance to third base.
Braden needs to cash in here with a base hit, get Cecil in.
Yeah. Anything through the infield here for sure will score. That's ball 4 for a walk. So we got runners first and third. 1 out. Coming up to bat is number 52, Jake Pettis. First pitch to Pettis is inside for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch outside for ball 2. The 2-0 pitch is hit to short. They were only able to get 1 there, as Pettis is safe at first on the fielder's choice from the shortstop. It will score 1.
Pettis will pick him up an RBI.
Brings your score 3-1 with number 13, Max Dillard. No, that's 25, Elijah Huckabee. Sorry. As that ball gets away from the catcher, Pettis will advance to second base. As we have a runner on second with 2 outs. The pitch is behind Huckabee's head. Pitch is on its way. Grounded foul down the third base side.
Why is he running into that? Don't run there.
What does that have the count at, Will?
So 3-1. Was that a ball? It's 3-1.
It was a foul ball.
Oh, it's a foul ball. And now it's 3-2.
So we got a full count here. Pitch is grounded up the middle to the second baseman. Makes the play to first for out number 3. That's how your second inning will end. Marshall County 3, Summertown 1. We'll be back with top of the third in just a minute.
Welcome back here to the top of the third inning. Marshall County will step in the box, leading Summertown 3-1. First pitch is a called strike. It's a foul ball out of play. Or strike number 2. It's a ball outside. So the count now, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes. That was a ball. Full count now. Swing and miss for strike number 3. So that'll be 1 out here in the top of the third inning. With Marshall County up 3-1.
Yeah, that was the leadoff.
Comes a pitch from Blackwood for a ball high. Pitch number 2 is a called strike. Even the count up 1-1. Two balls, 1 strike. It's a ball in the dirt for ball 3.
It's a hitter's count here, Nathan. He's going to be looking for something to drive.
Yes, sir. He's looking for something over the plate right here. He gets it and fouls it off by the Eagles' dugout. So the count now full. It's a ground ball to third base. Huckabee throws over. The ball is dropped. So the runner will be safe at first.
The throw kind of looked like it pulled Keaton up the line just a little bit. As he went to go get it.
And the runner was right on him when he tried to make the catch and the tag.
Yeah.
A foul ball out of play as the runner was stealing on that pitch.
The runner on first has got some pretty good speed.
There's a pick to first. He's back safe.
Not a bad idea to check him there. Got him.
And he is out at second base with a good throw. They was in a pitch out mode. And Graham did make a good throw.
Graham put the ball right on the first base side of the bag there.
So that'll be the second out of the inning.
Made it very easy on Williams there to make the tag.
Two balls, one strike. There's a swing and miss. The count evened up now, 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. And there's a swing and miss for a strikeout for the third out. So after we complete the top of the third inning, Marshall County is still up 3-1. We'll be back shortly.
Welcome back to the bottom of the third inning. Leading things off in the bottom of the third here will be number 13, Max Dillard. First pitch to him is over his head for a ball 1.
That one almost hit his bat too there, Joe.
Yeah,
Left his bat standing straight up.
Our batters need to get that bat out of the way. The 0-1 is swung on and missed. or the 1-0 is swung on and missed, rather, for strike one. That pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2. The 1-2 count. Ball's low and outside for ball 2. That pitch is ricocheted off the third baseman's glove into left field. Max will reach first base safely. Next up for Summertown will be number 5, Aidan Perez. This is the top of our order coming up. Need to try to make things happen here with a runner on. No outs.
Umpire had to go clean the plate where he could see it good.
First pitch to Perez is strike 1.
That looked like a good pitch right there.
Looked like it was right down Broadway. Pick at first. Dillard is back safely. The ball's squared and bunted back towards the pitcher. Perez is safe. That will advance Dillard to second base. We've got runners first and second, no outs, with number 17, Ryder Blackwood, stepping in to bat. He squared the bunt, pulled back in time for ball 1. Pitch was low and in the dirt.
The third baseman was pulled up about 10 feet in the grass there, and third base was wide open.
Yeah, we got to be ready to take advantage of certain things like that.
Coach Blackwood saw it.
The 1-0 outside for ball 2. Two-0 is outside for ball 3. Brings your count to 3-0. Pitch is outside for ball 4.
Not sure where the catcher, I don't think he was in the game. He might have thrown down 2 first with on ball 4. This is where we need a big hit right here from Graham.
Yeah. Now batting is Graham Howell. First pitch to him. Hit hard to the shortstop, who makes a dive and stop, but cannot find an out anywhere. Everybody's safe. 1 run scores. Brings your score Marshall County 3, Summertown 2. With Cecil Williams coming up to bat. Bases loaded, no outs. That ball's hit hard to the shortstop again, who makes a throw to third, but the ball gets by the third baseman. Everybody is safe once again. Ball game is now tied 3-3. Bases loaded, no outs for number 14, John Colby Stanley, coming in to bat. That pitch is hit hard towards second base, who will make the play to first for out number 1, but a run does score. That brings your score Marshall County 3, Summertown 4. We have runners second and third, 1 out for number 11, Braden Keaton. That pitch is hit right back up the middle over second base to the center fielder. 2 runs will score on that. As Braden Keaton gets him a 2 RBI single there to center field. That brings your score Marshall County 3, Summertown 6. Stepping in the bat is number 52, Jake Pettis. We have 1 on, 1 out. That pitch is grounded foul towards the Eagles' dugout. Nathan, we've had a lot of excitement here in the bottom of this inning.
Yeah, our kids are fired up again now. I think Jake's probably going to deliver here also.
That pitch is outside for ball 1, even your count 1-1.
Jake usually puts the bat on the ball.
That pitch is called strike. Brings your count 1-2.
That was way outside from here. I can't blame Jake on that one. I'd have had to lay off that pitch also.
Yeah, especially with just 1 strike on you. And they struck him out there on the outside part of the plate for out number 2. Stepping into the box is number 25, Elijah Huckabee. Pitch is outside for ball 1. Catcher does throw back to first base to try to get Keaton, but he's back safely. The 1-0 pitch, grounded to short.
Be an easy out for the shortstop.
Short toss to second for out number 3.
That was a good inning there overall, Joe. They come back and put the bat on the ball and scored the runs.
So after the 3rd inning, your score is Marshall County 3, Summertown 6. We'll be back in the top of the 4th. Just got a score update on high school baseball. Summertown is up 5-1 over Mount Pleasant after 2.
We're back here in the top of the 4th inning where Summertown is ahead of Marshall County now 6-3 as Blackwood takes the hill for a called strike 1 on the batter. The winner of this game will take on Spring Hill after this game tonight. Batter helped Blackwood there with a golf swing in the dirt for a strike 2. He called that a foul? It looked like a swing and miss, but he called it a foul ball. Steps back in the box to count 0-2. That was a nice pitch, but ball. He called that one a ball. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. And there's a swing and miss, and Graham does tag him. For out number 1. First pitch is a strike. That's a foul ball off behind the plate. Just a little bit outside for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's thrown behind the batter for ball number 2.
Just a bit inside there, Nathan.
That is a way to look at it. There's another ball in the dirt. So after starting off 0-2, we're now at a full count. Ryder's got to find his groove here. There it is for a called strike. So that'll be 2 away.
Graham thought that was the third there, Nathan. He was ready to get off the field.
There's a hit to the shortstop. Perez makes the throw to first for out number 3.
Good inning there for Summertown.
So the top of the 4th complete. Summertown leads 6-3. We'll be back.
Welcome back here in the bottom of the 4th. Leading things off again will be number 13, Max Dillard. First pitch to him, he swings and misses for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch is low and outside for ball 1. The 1-1 pitch, low and outside for ball 2. The 2-1 pitch is cut on and missed. That'll even things up to 2-2. Pitch is high for ball 3. Bring the count full. Pitch is fouled back. Count stays full. Full count pitch. Inside for ball 4. Next up for Summertown will be number 5, Aiden Perez, with a runner on first. And this is how things got started in the last inning, Nathan.
Yeah, I hope we can have a repeat.
Pick back to first. Dillard is back safe. First pitch to Perez is a ball. Catcher threw back to first behind Dillard, and the first baseman couldn't control the ball there, and it gets by him, and Dillard will advance to second. The 1-0 to Perez is bunted right in front of home plate. Umpire calls foul ball.
Said it hit his leg.
So that's got your count at 1-1. Pitch is low and outside for ball 2. Two on is hit sharply to third, which Perez is safe at first. The first baseman come off the bag to catch the ball and tried to make a tag, and the umpire called him safe. Dillard is safe at third. Marshall County's coach is out talking to the umpire. So for right now, we've got runners first and third with no outs.
I don't think it'll be any good for any team to argue a call, Joe, when there's only one umpire.
Yeah,
there's
nobody to overturn his call. So once he makes the call, that's the call you get. First pitch to Blackwood is a strike 1. Perez will take second base. And as they throw to second, Dillard will score. That brings your score Marshall County 3, Summertown 7. That ball was high and behind the bag there, Nathan. They really didn't have a chance to even try to get Dillard. Blackwood turns on that ball and dribbles it to the pitcher for out number 1. Perez does advance to third base with catcher number 3, Graham Howe, coming up to bat.
Yeah, that throw 2 seconds a while ago, it was way high. They had to jump pretty good to catch it to keep it from going to the outfield.
First pitch to Howe is outside for ball 1. Catcher's able to keep it around him there. He missed it, but he was able to keep it close enough Perez couldn't advance home. The 1-0 pitch is low, off the catcher into the net, and Perez will score. Brings it Marshall County 3, Summertown 8. The 2-0 pitch to Howe. Lifted into shallow center that gets down by the center fielder. Howe will stop at second base.
So with one out here, we got a runner in scoring position again for Williams, who's been hot at the plate here lately.
First pitch to Williams is lifted to second base. makes a diving catch for out number 2.
I may have jinxed us there, Joe. But Cecil has been hot, though. He's been getting a lot of base hits.
There is a runner coming in for Hal. It's number 16, Hunter King. Stepping into the box is number 14, John Colby Stanley. That ball's hit to shortstop, who fields it, makes the throw to first for out number 3. After 4, Summertown's up 7-3. We will be
8-3.
8-3. We will be back in the top of the 5th.
Welcome back here to the top of the 5th inning as Marshall County steps up to the plate. There's pitch number 1 grounded to the shortstop. The throw to first in time for out number 1. So 1 pitch, 1 out. I believe this is the top of the lineup coming up right here, and it will. There's a called strike down the middle of the plate. Foul ball. Behind Graham. The count now 0-2.
It's not current.
There's a ball hit to the shortstop. Aiden will make a play, but he won't have a throw.
I think he bobbled it there just a little bit, Nathan. That kid getting down the line was fast.
Aiden went back in the hole to get that ball too, so he made a good stop.
Yeah, he was deep in the dirt there to make that stop.
We'll say we can look for a steal here. There's a pick to first. He's back safe. A little outside for ball 1. Foul ball back behind the plate. was behind the batter. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Good job on Graham's part there for being able to jump over and catch that.
Count now 3-1.
Marshall County does have a pitcher warming up over here, Nathan.
That'll be ball 4. Put runners on first and second now for Marshall County. Yeah, I think their pitcher, Joe, was in the 70s already on his pitches, so he's getting close.
Coach Blackwood will make a mound visit here. Will, do you have a high school score update while we're in a break here?
Still, it's 9-1 after 4.
Summertown High School's leading Mount Pleasant 9-1 after 4 innings in Mount Pleasant.
They'll play here tomorrow night. Even if we play tomorrow night, they play after.
There will be a high school game here tomorrow night
Same team, Mount Pleasant.
against Mount Pleasant. If we win this game and win the 8 o'clock game, we will play before the high school tomorrow. For a middle school, high school doubleheader.
There's a ball low.
We need a good double play ball here, Nathan.
That would be nice. 2 balls, no strikes. Be a called strike there. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. We don't need to lose this batter here. There's a called strike. Count now full.
Left that ball a little high, Nathan. I don't know if he was trying to get him to chase it or what.
That's back to the pitcher. He lets it get by, so we do make the out at second as Cecil comes up and makes the play. So we got 2 outs now. Marshall County has runners on first and third.
Luckily, that ball had enough on it still after it got past Ryder for Cecil to be able to get it and make the play at second base there.
It's just in time. Cecil barely had time to make the play.
Ryder's 70th pitch coming up.
Which one?
Ryder's now 70 pitches coming up.
Ryder steps off the mound. There's a called strike. There's a ball. So it's evened up now, 1-1. That was a little outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. a swing and miss. It gets by the catcher. He is going to be safe at home, so Marshall County will score a run on that pass ball. Marshall County 4, Summertown 8, with 2 outs here in the top of the 5th, and Marshall County has a runner on second base. The count 2-2 on the hitter. There's a wild pitch. The runner will advance to third base. So the count now full to the batter. There's a swing and miss for strike 3. That's going to put Ryder around the 75 pitch mark. So after completing the top of the 5th, Marshall County 4, Summertown 8. We'll be back.
Welcome back. Leading things off for Summertown will be number 11, Braden Keaton. He fouls that ball out of play down the first base line. Marshall County does have a new pitcher on the mound. The 0-1 pitch to Keaton is high for a ball. Bring your count to 1-1. Pitch is hit hard to right field. Shallow. He will make the play to first for out number 1. Next up for Summertown will be number 52, Jake Pettis. First pitch to Pettis is swung on and missed for strike 1.
That's a deep ball to
the 0-1 pitch
left
is
field.
Lifted deep to left field, and the left fielder makes a catch on it running backwards for out number 2. That was a hard hit ball, Nathan.
Yes, it was. He made a good catch on that. I thought he was going to get. I thought it was going to get over his head.
I did too. Huckabee hits the ball to shortstop, who makes a play on it for out number 3. So that's how your 5th inning will end. 3 up, 3 down there. Marshall County 4, Summertown 8. We will be back with the top of the 6th in just a moment.
Welcome back to Summertown for the top of the 6th inning as Marshall County steps in at the plate with Blackwood on the mound. There's a swing, foul ball out of play by the concession stand for strike number 1. Pitch number 2 is a called strike.
That was a nice pitch. Some kind of breaking ball, I would assume there.
There's a line drive into left field right at John Colby for out number 1. Pitch number 1 is a swing and miss. Pitch number 2 will be low. Count now 1-1. Pitch number 3 is hit into left field for a base hit. So Marshall County will have a runner on first base with 1 out here in the top of the 6th. We're going to take a short break here while Summertown makes a pitching change. Welcome back as Elijah Huckabee takes the mound for Summertown. Cecil has moved to third base, Ryder at short, and Aiden at second. His batter does square the bunt and pulls it back 4-1. Pitch number 2, batter squares the bunt again, pulls it back. Ball number 2. The count now 2-0. Count now 3-0. That's a called strike. Ball will be high for ball 4. So Marshall County will have runners at first and second with 1 out. There's a swing and a hit right down the first base line. So the bases will be. No, he called it a foul ball. Never mind, he took it back. Foul ball.
That's the same thing we had earlier, Nathan, with one umpire behind the mound. A hard hit ball like that down the line is hard to judge if it is fair or foul.
Yeah, their work's definitely cut out for them here. I knew it looked foul because Braden was on the back side of the base there and his glove was way outside the line, but he didn't make a call there for a little while. So I assumed it was fair. And that was a ball. The count now 1-1. There's a ground ball to short. Flip to second. They had him in a rundown, and Cecil dropped the ball at third base.
They do,
but
get
they do get the runner
second.
at second. But Marshall County did score a run off of that. So after we have completed the top of the 6th inning. Marshall County 5, Summertown 8. We'll be back shortly. They're chipping away at our score here, Joe. We're going to have to get our bats hot right here.
We are. Leading things off here in the bottom of the sixth is Max Dillard. As he lifts that ball to right field, the right fielder does make the catch for out number 1.
So 1 pitch, 1 out. That's how our last inning started also.
Now batting is number 5, Aidan Perez. That ball's hit hard on the ground to shortstop, who fields it and makes the throw to first for out number 2. That brings up number 17, Ryder Blackwood. Who squares to bunt the ball down the third base line. Foul. Takes that ball inside for ball 1. Takes that pitch outside for ball 2. Brings your count to 2-1. That pitch is outside for ball 3. The 3-1 pitch. Low and outside for ball 4. We will have a runner on with number 3, Graham Howell, coming up to bat with 2 outs.
We at least need to get a run right here.
Yeah, we need to try to get something out of this. That ball gets by the catcher. Blackwood advances to second base.
We got to get a better jump than that when the ball's by the catcher.
Yeah, he was slow to get there on that one. I guess he second guessed it coming off the mat. That pitch is high for ball number 2. That pitch is outside and gets by the catcher for ball number 3.
He did get a good read there. He got a good jump on that one.
Yes, he did. Blackwood will advance to third base on that wild pitch. Howell will take a 4-pitch walk. So we have runners first and third, 2 outs with number 10, Cecil Williams, stepping in the bat.
Marshall County is going to have a mound visit here.
So we'll try to move that runner to second before we.
He's probably telling his catcher, do not throw the ball above the lights down to second base here and allow that runner to score.
Yeah, or into center field.
Yeah. We've got runners first and third with Williams batting. Howell takes off to second base. The 1-0 to Williams. Fouled back. That'll even his count 1-1. Pitch is outside for ball 2. Blackwood's getting a big lead over at third, Nathan. If something gets by the catcher, he might attempt it.
Yeah, he's getting a good sizable lead over there.
That ball's hit sharply to third.
Oh,
Pulls
he pulled him off.
the first baseman off the bag. Blackwood will score. Howell advances to third.
2 outs.
We have 2 outs.
Score now 9-5.
The sun has went down, Nathan, and I've got a little chill out here.
They tried a little move there, throwing it hard back to the pitcher, but Graham didn't bite.
Batting
so
now
Cecil did
for
move up.
Summertown is number 14, John Colby Stanley. That pitch is outside for a ball. That has your count 2 balls, no strikes, I believe. That ball's lifted in the air, foul out of play.
Are not shooting up to their season average. Oh, get ready.
The 2-1 pitch. Outside for ball 3.
Just a bit high also.
Yeah, catcher had to stand up to get it. Brings your count 3-1. Maybe I was wrong on the count.
I was wrong. Maybe it's 3-2 then. I don't know.
This should be a full count then. Full count pitch. Fouled back into the net. That ball is lifted into shallow right center field. Right fielder cannot make a play on it.
That ball dropped right in the middle of 3 of them.
It did. Not talking there, Nathan, I guess, is what happened there. That did score 2. Yeah, that scored the runner on second and third.
So it's 11-5.
And that brings your score, Marshall County 5, Summertown 11, with number 11, Braden Keaton, batting. First pitch to him was a ball. One 0 pitch is high for ball 2. Two 0 pitch inside for ball 3. Three 0 pitch called strike 1. Three 1 pitch is lifted into right field, shallow. Right fielder will make a play at first base for out number 3. And that's how your 6th inning will end. Marshall County 5, Summertown 11. We'll be back in the top of the 7th.
Welcome back here to the top of the 7th as Marshall County steps in for pitch number 1 is a ball high from Huckabee.
We need to get us 3 outs here, Nathan, with minimal damage and get ready for the next game, maybe.
It's 2-0 to the batter. Just swing and miss for strike 1.
I believe this is their 9-hole hitter.
There's a grounder to second base for out number 1. Aiden almost made a
He
bad
almost
shot
waited
there
too
to
long.
first. So 1 away here in the top of the 7th.
Keaton was able to catch it and get back to the bag as that throw pulled him off a little bit. But
This is the top of the order here for Marshall County coming up, the 1 hole.
these kids have put the bat on the ball and they're speedy on the bases. I need to try to keep them from doing that here, Nathan.
Exactly right. We got our fan back there behind home plate. Chris Paley back there. He stood there the whole game, Joe.
He sure has.
I ain't sure what that was, but his bat come around, but he caught it a ball. We'd get Will to zoom in on him here in between the innings. Get old Chris up there. I think he's a little camera shy. There's a swing and miss.
He's probably going in and out of that building where you can see the glow of that heater. That's probably what he's doing.
I'm going to say that's the smartest bunch on the field. Isn't there where that heater's at?
Yeah, I would agree.
Outside pitch there by Huckabee, even to count up 2-2. There's a swing and a fly ball to shortstop. That'll be out in number 2. So, Joe, we're 1 out away from a victory here. And I think Will got them on camera there by the mess up where they throwed the ball over into the dugout, throwing it around. There's a good pitch from Huckabee for strike number 1.
Nathan, the last few games we've had here that's been windy and chilly, I've seen a lot of them pods over there. I don't know if parents wasn't ready for the chilly weather tonight or not, because I don't see anybody with a pod over there today.
I wasn't expecting it.
I almost bet between game number 2 that you'll see them come out.
They do have blankets.
There's a fly ball into center field as Pettis will make the catch for out number 3. So that will be the end of the game as Summertown takes the victory 11-5. We're going to be signing off from this cast, and we'll be back with you for game number 2 against Spring Hill probably in about 20 to 30 minutes.